The year is 1995. Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It is at the top of the charts, and O.J. Simpson is well on his way to proving his rock-solid innocence. And in the Bay Area, a bunch of sweaty dudes just uploaded some HTML files to the World Wide Web.
You got mail.
And those HTML files would eventually grow up to be Match.com. That's right. For the first time in human and dinosaur history, people can find love by surfing the gnarly waves of the internet. Upload a photo, write a bio, look at other people's photos and bios. Fueled by the power of dial-up internet and horniness, online dating explodes in popularity, but eventually plateaus with a stigma as being for desperate hoes. But that's all about to change, because down the street in Cupertino, 10,000 monkeys with typewriters, MacBooks, and an arsenal of cocaine are hard at work, and they're about to release
What Apple says is the next big thing.
the iPhone. These little government tracking devices put the power of knowledge, convenience, and yes, horniness directly into our pockets. Before you know it, Tinder and Bumble are out here taking absolutely no prisoners as they conquer the online dating space with their great UX and seemingly bottomless well of side hoes. But the side hose giveth, and the side hose taketh. Soon, people are out here complaining that these apps are too casual and they can't find any long-term relationships with them. Well, across the country, in Concrete Jungle, Wet Dream Tomato, a guy named Justin is about to go live with Hinge. Hinge's claim to fame is that it takes the seriousness of the old school dating apps and combines it with the fresh new CSS stylings of the 21st century. Soon, Bumble follows suit and basically copies Hinge's design, and with that, online dating takes off and hits the top of the Billboard Top 100 ways to meet your heterosexual partner. And I feel like this is kind of a big deal. For the first time in all of human history, the main way people pick their partners is through a bunch of beeps and boops and thingamawazzles. And I think this has broader implications socially, culturally, and for the vibes. Because I'm gonna be honest, dating in the year of our Lord 2022 is a shit show. Girls are basically NPCs. Guys, what the fuck is this haircut? I'm not even trying to be a hater right now. You know I rocked the fuck out of a faux hawk in 2012. But seriously, if I have a daughter and one of you guys shows up at my house with this haircut, I'm gonna kick you out for being unserious and goofy, bruh. And worst of all, we went from this to this. I feel like the reason these dating apps mess with the vibes so heavily is because we form our ideas about relationships via our experiences and the media we consume. And to be honest, most of what I've seen idealizes this type of romance. You know what I mean? You can't look me in the eyes and tell me you don't want some Troy and Gabriella shit in your life, man. The best part of any romantic comedy is when the guy meets the girl. He's a guy with a tough background. She's a girl with big dreams. They meet. Sparks fly, something wacky and slightly illegal happens that only white people would get away with. Bada bing, bada boom, we're on our way to an airport chase scene in an hour and 30 minutes. I think this is what we've been taught that love is. But in reality, for most of us nowadays, love actually looks like this. Which I think is having a disastrous effect on the vibes, and people are having to figure out why love all of a sudden seems so unsatisfactory. Now, I have many beefs with Hinge, from how they expect you to answer their prompts like you're a full-time stand-up comedian, to how they treat love as some efficiency problem to be optimized, which, if we're going down that route, why don't we all just watch TV at 4x speed and eat hot dogs like they do at the hot dog eating competition so that we maximize our efficiency? But the main problem I'm going to focus on is how Hinge seems to be making people more judgmental these days. I don't know if I'm just imagining this, but it seems like people have really high standards nowadays, and if you're not a 6'4" finance bro rocking the Vineyard Vines or a supermodel who's into Jordans, then you ain't shit. Now, this is just a thought, but I think it might have to do with dating apps. Before people met online, the main way they would meet people is in person, like at a bar or restaurant, or through people they knew, like family or friends. And that kind of limited the people you could date to people who were either in your social circle or people who were literally physically in walking up to and tapping on the shoulder distance. But now with the rise of online dating, people are always carrying around with them an infinite choice of partners. And because people have infinite choice, I feel like it makes people feel like they shouldn't settle for anything less than perfect. Because perfect has to be somewhere out there in infinity, right? So I think this has the unfortunate effect of people being judged more on their first impressions. And if they're not immediately perfect, then you're gonna get thrown out with everyone's TikTok-ass attention span. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, introverted madness, is this just your way to get hot girls to give you a chance? To which I say, yes, but I'm also gonna totally non sequitur you guys right now. So, this is very bad because I don't have the source for this, so for all you guys know, I could just be spreading fake news, but I read somewhere once.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That the key for people to form relationships is for them to see each other consistently in time and variably in situation. School is a great place for people to meet friends because they see other people consistently in time, Monday to Friday, to go to jail, and variably in situation, in class, in the hallways, beating up other kids at lunch. I think we like to think that the relationships we form come from some higher cognitive level, but this study seems to suggest that it's more like monkeys see other monkey a lot in a lot of places. Monkey be Fred now. And I think that monkey brain is what might also cause us to crave a certain type of relationship, because that's all that monkeys see. In fact, maybe me thinking Hinge is bad is just monkey brain, because it's not something I'm used to. Texting and indoor plumbing are things that I think are fine, because I'm used to them, but they're unnatural. You ain't seeing no indoor plumbing out in the forest. I think monkey brain is the true culprit for the weird vibes. Monkey brain makes us act all crazy and out of things we are indoctrinated with as kids, instead of thinking about what we actually want. I think we all have the power to fight monkey brain just by thinking about our own internal programming and actively trying to resist the things we do unconsciously that we don't actually like doing. Like being very judgmental to people. So, if you're a supermodel who's into Jordans, the next time you're at a bar and a 5'9", strong 6 out of 10, Stanford educated Asian dude comes up to you and starts talking to you, resist the monkey brain urge to call the cops on his ass and give him a chance. Please. It's tough out here. Basically, just be nice to each other, be kind, and chill the fuck out, and we can all defeat monkey brain together. Judy?